What's happening, team? What is happening? It is Tuesday, Easter weekend. Hope we had a good one. Easter seemed like a big deal this year. I mean, there was loads of fireworks and everything. Chaos. Absolute chaos. I swear it's getting as big as Easter, man. Fucking hell. Right, what's happening today? What is going on today? So, I am on my way to meet an investor slash developer, and he used to be homeless, and now he's thriving. Like, he is thriving. So, an incredible story. I like meeting people like that. Incredible backstories, like how the fuck did you do that? Like, how did you do that? And I'm going to tell you all about it. And yeah, really excited. There could be scope for us working together, whether it's like, co-sourcing on deals, whether it's, fucking becoming a client. You never know. You just never know. Introduction, good networking. It's good. It's solid. It came from Instagram. We met each other on Instagram. Power of social media, man. It's good. I met a lot of my friends, all of my friends down here on social media. So it's really good, really good. Just arranged for the three-phase hole to be dug because we got the three-phase installation on the 29th for Project Western, going up from a single phase to a three-phase electric. So there's more power in the house to power all the house, so it doesn't, if everything's on at once, it doesn't all cut out, you know what I mean? It doesn't blow the fuse. So that's all being arranged. Done boxing this morning. Your boy is fighting fit. He is getting there. He's getting there. Find something I enjoy. Fucking hell. You would never get me to work that hard in any other aspect of fitness other than boxing, because I enjoy it. So if you're struggling to get into fitness, do something you enjoy. Kind of obvious, but the habit builds really quickly. Not only that, I still struggle eating well, but because I do boxing now, I second guess eating shit. So it's like naturally I'm starting to eat healthy because I'm like, I didn't do all of that just to ruin it, Like I start second guessing a lot of things. I still eat pretty bad, not gonna lie. A few bags of crisps here and there, a couple takeaways, you know what I mean? But I second guess a lot of things. It's better than before. Right. Today we're also doing not site visits, but I like meeting the builder on site throughout the week to check in, any problems coming up. If you do deal packaging and you're project coordinating the side of things, it's something you're going to have to do. If you're an investor and you're doing it yourself, you don't have to be that overkill, If the builder is someone that you've used loads of times, it's going well, you don't have to do check-ins because you're out there getting more business, But we project coordinate, we make sure everyone's doing what they're meant to be doing, everything's done on schedule. Sometimes, like a lot of times it doesn't get done on schedule. A lot of outside factors come in, but we try and make it as efficient as possible. Oof, caffeine's getting me. As efficient as possible and tackle any problems as they come up rather than wait until the end of the week for the problems to come up, you know what I mean? Like if a problem came up today, there's no point in me finding out about on Tuesday to then solve it, So it's good to just do it throughout the week. And I'm back on the market viewing properties. So you're going to see me phoning estate agents, going to viewings. What do I look for at viewings? The tool I use, the property viewing checklist that I use, a link for that is in the description below. If you want the checklist that I use, this helped me find £2.5 million worth of properties in the last year, if you want that. And the criteria, like how I find these properties and stuff. So if you want to watch all of that, then subscribe. But we're looking for more deals. I've also reached out to other deal packagers, deal sourcers, investors. Just as typical, this is what you can do. If you have any deals that don't work for you, fire them my way because they may work for me, they may work for my client. You never know, clients have different criteria, and it's just, you don't want to lose that opportunity. You want to save that relationship with the agent. You could have got the offer accepted, couldn't raise funds, your investor pulled out, for example, and you want to salvage that relationship with the estate agent. Send it my way. Chances are we'll be able to work on it, and we'll pay you a fee, and you keep the relationship with the agent. And this is it, and that's that. Win, 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 win. It's all about win, win, wins. So, I'm off to meet him. I'm off to meet the incredible investor and go around the projects, and I'll show you around them. And then we'll talk later on about something that I have done, and it's working in the background. We've spoken about it before, but I actually pulled the trigger. And it actually worked. And I'm going to show you the results. It's remarkable, and I want you to implement this on your deal packaging business, if you're looking for investor finance, if you're looking for a JV partner, works for all of that. Stay tuned for the end of the video because I'm going to go through all of that and show you exactly what I did, how it worked, and my plan now that it's worked, because it's only one step in a bigger fucking ladder of plans. All right, let's do this. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah.
Yes, troops. Today was one of those days where it was just constant fucking problems that came up. Just constant problems. And I've had it up to here. So I just skipped all, I'm not going to record all of that. I had a great meeting with Axel. He is a phenomenal person. I'm going to his projects and I'm going to show you around them because he's a huge multi-millionaire developer. And I want to show you what he's up to and you can learn stuff. But like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to show you what I done. I pulled the trigger on and I'm building an owned audience. Right, let's look at this, right? So let's just switch to here. There's your boy's Instagram, looking pretty. Give it a wee follow, you know what I mean? Just give it a wee follow. Anyway, so I done this post here. And why did I do this post? So as you can see, we just completed on this £461,000 property for our investor. How did I know it was a good deal? I used this one tool. What tool is that, Scott? Oh, I'm glad you asked. For years, I would show up to property viewing and have no clue what I was doing. I created a property viewing checklist that has now helped me find over £2.5 million worth of properties. It saved me hundreds of hours. Comment below checklist. Right, this is where it gets juicy. Look at this. Checklist, 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 checklist. It started doing well, so I boosted it. So I'm going to get a new audience, broader audience. And what happens with these ones? So let's just say someone comments check. I'm going to show you how to do all this, by the way. Someone comments checklist right here. This automated system that I've done. Sweet, sent you a DM. Sweet, sent you a DM. Sweet, sent you a DM. I do change it now and then. Sent you a thumbs up. So once it does all of this, it then does an automatic DM, right? It does a DM. And I'm not going to show you the DMs because it's got like confidential information. And I ain't all about that. So how does it do that? So I go to here. This is my Manychat. It's called Manychat up there for anyone that cares. Boom. Right, so I've got Manychat here, okay? When I go into here, it's called Comments Checklist ConvertKit. That is just the name of it. Down here, I've got user comments on post or reel. And the trigger words are here. Yes, checklist. See, people do typos. So in case they do a typo, it still triggers, you know, the rest of it. So let's say they comment that. Public replies, that it does an automatic reply like you just saw. And then over here, they get a DM. Hey, first name, it's great to hear you're interested in my property viewing checklist. Cool if I sent it across. Then this little thing pops up in the DM. They don't even need to type. They just click, yep. Okay, great, I'll need to get an email to get it across to you. Is that all good with you? Of course. They click of course. What email address should I use? Just reply to your email address. Basic instruction in case they're like wondering what they should reply with. If they reply with their email address, it goes up to here in actions. And I'll show you all about this in a minute. So it goes actions and then that gets sent up. Their email address gets sent to my email marketing software. If the contact has not responded, they go down to here. Simply reply your email just 24 hours later, you know, in case they forget or something. It's just nice to do that. And if they, and the next step from here, which what they'll get, so that thing happens in the background, they won't even notice that. But the next step that comes up in the DMs is perfect. Just wait to confirm, just want to confirm, I'll send it to, and then their email address. Yep, looks good, they'll hit that. If not, I need to fix it, and then they'll just, you know, go down and do it again. But yep, looks good. It goes all the way to perfect. You should receive an email containing the checklist shortly. Fantastic. Now see these yellow ones? That is their email getting sent up to ConvertKit. So ConvertKit, go over here. I've only just started this trip, so I've not got many emails. Now I'm not going to show you people's emails, but they'll get sent into the subscribers bit. How do they get sent there? They go through my automations. But before we get to that part, let me go back here. As you can see, add contact to form. So you click that. I created a little form here, landing pages and forums. Scroll down. Let's see. I think it's this one. See that? It's just a basic form. They're not going to see that. That is just to store their first name and email address. Okay? Don't worry about that. That's just do a basic form. only so you can add it to this section here to store their email address, okay? Then you go up here, up to automate, visual automations, and let's just see Manychat checklist lead magnet. So here are tags, right? When you do one of these, you click event and then tag is added. You just go into subscribers and create a tag, okay? That's not that complicated. But create a tag. Now, what tag is what? So see how that one's stories and that one's post? Here, this is comments. So that is a post one. So in this action section, not only does their email and information get stored with that form and into the email list, there's a tag here. Click add tag. And after you've created your tag in Manychat, in Kit, then they get tagged. When their email gets thrown up into Kit, the tag is already on them, and this tag is here. And because the tag is on them, they then get put through this email sequence. The first one is this email. Thank you so much for accessing free property viewing checklist. Your trust in me and my products is greatly appreciated, etc., etc. And then you can access it here. And then look at that, you get a free gift. Brilliant. And this is it, and that's that. That's how you add me to your emails. And then the next email gets sent immediately. So both emails are sent immediately, okay? And then this is welcome to my newsletter. You can obviously unsubscribe to this, but it's a bit of a disclaimer. Screenshot it, pause it, read through it. You know, a bit about me, a bit about Lauren, my fiance. Down here, my goal. And then here you got the private investor side of things, because that's what I want. That's what I want to do. Raise private investor finance. So that's the lead magnet. And then send, I would just do a broadcast, and this is it. That's the that's the newsletter. Do that once a week. So I know that sounds complicated. It took me days to understand it, but screenshot whatever you need to screenshot, watch it through again, write down what you need to go through again. But the purpose of this is to generate leads in the background. Today I had one of those days where it was just fucking problem after problem after problem, but people were commenting on the post, checklist. If I had to take away my brain from solving these huge fucking problems to trying to DM people, here, what's your email and stuff, it would have interrupted the flow. It would have wasted my time. It just would have been an absolute nightmare. So this just does it in the background. And it's just about creating lead magnets, stuff that you use throughout the day. For example, if you have a checklist that you use throughout the day and you're like, oh, this is pretty valuable, use that as a lead magnet. Or you do a video training on how I find properties. By the way, I'll do one and I'll use that as a lead magnet. I'm not trying to trap people into, there's a huge way to get out. It's easy to get out of my email marketing. It's easy to unsubscribe. It says at the bottom unsubscribe, but this is an owned audience. If Instagram went down tomorrow, if YouTube went down tomorrow, I've not got much control over that. They're not my audience. And when it comes to raising funds, you can't really do it over social media. You can't really do it on Instagram and stuff. It's not allowed. So email marketing is the way. It's definitely the way for raising finance, getting a JV partner, and just telling people what it is that you do every single day, every single week, and sharing unique value, because I post stuff on there that it's not really good for social media. Only the people in my email marketing get to see the true behind the scenes of what it is I do. That's it. I hope this helps you. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope this video wasn't too bad. Bad day, average video. I'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be better. See you then. Bye-bye.